Hello everybody, back for another round of movies. This time it is The Mall Cop. Now this is the first movie in a trilogy, Mall Cop 2 and 3 following, that was released in 2015, starring Kevin James, star of King of Queens, as the Mall Cop. A failed attempt of him many times trying to become a New Jersey State police officer. Again, leaves him as a mall cop. Got to wear a badge some way. So we want you to enjoy these a few clips that are going to come up and watch and see, because these clips will tell you more of this story than I ever possibly could. Here we go.
Seymour.
My character is a guy who constantly every year tries to become a New Jersey State Trooper, and the one thing that kind of holds him back, he fails the physical test because he's got hypoglycemia, and if he doesn't have enough sugar, he kind of passes out, and things just don't go well. He comes close every year, but right now I think he's like go for 7 or 8 tries. Well, I knew I wanted to play some type of authoritative figure, but with not that much real authority. So we were thinking about a cop, but they do have a lot of authority. And we thought like an auxiliary cop maybe or something like that. And then kind of like a mall cop or a security guard where they're not issued a gun and their strongest move is they got to call the real police. That's what we wanted, one of those guys. Because they love their job and everything like that, but they can't do much. It's out of their hands, you know, as soon as trouble goes down. So we thought that would be funny, and then I did a promo for the TV show, The King of Queens, where I drove around on one of those personal transporters. And that's the funniest vehicle I think I've ever seen. And it just so happens that they really use them in this mall, exactly. So once I started realizing that they use these and they don't have a gun and things go down, and they work hard and try to establish their authority. I require everybody to kind of be like me. I make every man and woman, for that matter, try to grow a mustache.
Right.
Because some women can't. Some women can on our set.
We've hired a lot that can't, luckily.
Yes. And
because it's good, because when you look back at people, you want to always stay in character.
That's it.
Method.
I made Todd grow one.
I'm a method producer.
Shirley Knight. Unbelievable mustache. It was great. That was a shock. She grew.
And fast.
Very fast. She did it over a weekend. She just got a bottle of Bailey's, and she just shelled up for the night.
Yep.
And she came out the next day, boom, full mustache.
In terms of watching him work and seeing his process, there is just nobody that's better at physical comedy right now that I can think of than Kevin. He's just such an unbelievably aware and smart comic. Everything he does in terms of his physical mannerisms and his acting style has just been really unbelievable to watch. And I think that this role, since he created it and it was in his head, is really, kind of the truest manifestation of all of his talents.
Todd Garner and I, once we brought him on, which was a big move, because I don't think the movie would have gotten done without him. He worked so hard on this thing. He came to my house and we just really fleshed out the idea once we had it, and we're rewriting it, and we would just work on this idea. And it was endless effort he just stuck into this thing, sticking at my house. We would order in food. We gained like 25 pounds on top of this. I was heavier than this right now because we were just eating and writing from morning to night and just going crazy trying to shape this story because of the writer's strike. It was very tough to get it in, but we got it in, and thanks to Adam Sandler and Happy Madison, they were able to put this movie in at Sony and get us through.
Kevin particularly is great in this movie because he's really open to small new moments, not tied to the script specifically, but to the ideas of it, and then just building on that and making it funnier and funnier.
The thing about Steve is he is very open to letting us kind of give our point of view, and then he'll give his point of view, and we kind of work together from there. And that's a hard thing to do. This idea really came from me, so we wanted to make it like a Die Hard type thing. So it's kind of like a set kind of movie we want to make, but when I'm so locked in on what specific ideas I have, especially for jokes and things that we want to create and do on the set, it's tough when, as a director, you don't know what they are going in. So he's kind of open to that, and then he will add and make things better too. So it's been a great collaboration between the three of us: Todd, Steve Carr, and myself.
I hope you enjoyed that little bit of footage showing Kevin at his best. A fine comedian with a great supporting cast. But what could a movie be if you don't include the stuntman and the villains of the show, the real stars, I call them? Here we go.
Attention shoppers, please make your way to the nearest exits. Unfortunately, the mall will be closing early.
Everybody out! Everybody out! Now!
When all of us were talking about who would be the kind of antithesis to Kevin James as a mall cop, a guy who's mild-mannered, who has kids, who's a bit square, would be these kind of Daft Punk, hip, ex-gamer kind of guys, then it fit perfectly into what the plot would be. Because the bad guys, really what they need is speed. They need to get to the far reaches of this mall, get these codes, and get back as quickly as possible. So once we kind of came up to that realization, we started to cast real ex-gamers.
Right from the get-go, the first guy that came to my head for this movie was Mike Vallely. Just because, I've known Mike Vallely for years, but I've never really had a chance to meet him. Just his personality and the way he's so passionate about skating.
Well, that was what's called an Evel Knievel pass. Just a good feel out, just taking a look. Do that a few times, and then I'll leave this. Get airborne over to there, land on the elevator as it's going up, break in through the glass, and kick some ass.
I really took it as something like, wow, this is really a great opportunity. The idea that someone like myself and the other action sports athletes that are in the movie, we weren't just being utilized in the traditional sense that we have in the past. This was where we were going to be playing characters of substance that actually help move the story along. And we get to do our thing, ride skateboards, BMX. So I thought, well, this is different. And this is a real challenge.
You're Blackberry, like you're real important.
No, I am. It just said that I can't kill anybody in this movie.
What do you mean?
Well, I have like a 3-kill deal in every movie that I do. Did you have the same thing? You got to kill at least 3 people per movie?
A little bit, yeah.
You got more, don't you?
A higher quota.
They say I'm not killing anyone in this. I need to talk to somebody. If you would have said to me in 1980 in Missouri that I'd been in a movie with Kevin James, I'd be like, you're crazy. So to me, man, every second I'm absorbing it and taking it in, and the whole crew's cool. Kevin's super cool for even wanting us to be in his film. Yeah, first day. Hey, what's up? This is Rick Thorne. Got a job with Santa's Village. We're gonna take over this mall. Can't wait. My whole life I've always hated security guards because there was a time when we used to go inside the mall briefly and ride it and get chased out by security back in the day. It's pretty much a trip that we're actually now trying to get to security. Ellis is cool if you like Australians. I mean, he's right here. I can't talk bad about the guy.
Future.
Yeah. I mean, he's the future. I'm the past.
Wow.
Sucks.
We gotta learn something.
Jason Ellis, credible on skateboards.
A lot of people would say to themselves, where do I go to find Starbucks? Not me. What I see here is a skateboard obstacle. You see the transitions right here? What I want to do is I want to shoot up this transition and get some action up here. If you get some action up here, that's definitely going to be in the movie, and I'm all about being in the movie. Mike V went on some crazy spiel about this is the next generation of skateboarders that we can create by being in the movie. Because when I watched Back to the Future, I got into skateboarding.
so maybe I could make other people skate. Well, probably more because of Mike, but I was in it as well, so I could just say that it was because of me. So that'd be cool. I'm a vert skater. My wheels are vert wheels, and they're really hard and slippery on this ground. And I've been waiting to get these. These are the same wheel, but they're softer and they're grippier. But these ones are dirty. In a movie, you need continuity. Continuity. It's new. I just learned that the other day. Continuity is key in a movie. This is not the same as this, but I'm going to put these on, and then I'm going to roll around real quick, and then I'm going to give them to props. I'm going to give it to props. They're into continuity, and they're going to they're going to make this one look like this. They're going to continue it.
Mike Escamilla, and I don't know if you're going to go Escamilla. He might go both. Everybody's got a weird name where it could go one way or the other. The BMX guy, he's unbelievable.
To be honest with you, the funnest thing for me has just been the acting, or acting like I'm acting. I'm not sure. We'll see how it comes off.
Security guard.
What should we do? They keep saying we go do job, but I think it's them just going, well, that's the best we're gonna get. Let's just go to the next scene. That was awesome, I think. Better than last time when I blew it.
What's been really great is there's been opportunity to actually be involved. When a lot of the BMX stunts were going down, Kevin and Todd and Steve had me watch what was happening and give them feedback. So I felt like, oh, I'm getting to play a role here that, you know, is needed. I think that makes for a good working environment.
Get out of here!
I would have to say, though, of all the reindeers, I'm by far the best looking, the best actor, probably the most talented on an action sports thing. Mike B might be a close second, but I definitely have him with looks.
Let's let the finished product speak for itself. Most talented skateboarder, best looking skateboarder, most talented action sports athlete, and best looking action sports athlete in the film. You know that, I know that, and now Rooftop knows that.
Now, you know, Keir O'Donnell, he's pretty good looking. I might be second to him. I might be second just to Kevin James's mustache, not actually all of Kevin James. That thing fans out like a pterodactyl.
I hope you enjoyed that, and you will pick up Mall Cop along with his brother movies, I call them. Mall Cop 1, 2, and 3. Enjoy them. Add them to your collection. Until next time for our next movie, have a nice day.